right, so welcome to this deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at a really fascinating book, The Three-Body Problem by Cixin Liu.
Right.
We're taking some excerpts from this and
Right.
And really kind of digging into some of the themes and some of the big ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
And this book is all about
It's a big one.
first contact with an alien civilization.
It is. It's a huge one, right? It's like the big question.
It is. It's like, what would that be like
Yeah.
for humanity? And in this case, these aliens, the Trisolarans, they're not really here for a friendly handshake.
They're not here to party.
They are not here to party.
They've got problems.
Yeah, they're fleeing a dying planet.
Yeah.
And they basically have their eyes set on Earth.
That's right. Yeah.
But what's really interesting about this book is it plays with the very foundations of science.
It does. And it really kind of throws you for a loop right from the beginning.
Yeah.
When you meet this character, Yang Dong, who's this brilliant physicist, and she commits suicide, which is already a huge kind of like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? But then she leaves this note that claims that physics never existed and will never exist.
Wow.
And it's just like, what?
Talk about unsettling. I mean, that's a punch in the gut.
As a reader and as like the characters in the book.
Oh, especially for the scientists, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are already starting to experience
Yeah.
some pretty strange things.
There's this countdown.
It's this countdown.
Your visual countdown that starts appearing for certain scientists.
Yeah, linked to this organization.
Like the
Science Boundary Society.
Like a weird glitch in the Matrix almost, you know?
Yeah, it feels like something's fundamentally wrong with the universe.
Like something's broken.
Like something's broken, yeah.
Yeah, and
it creates such a great sense of impending doom.
It really does.
Like something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, and it's really interesting how that countdown, this like disruption of physics, seems to be tied to the Trisolarans themselves. Right. And we learn about this through Yu Wenji, who's an astrophysicist who worked on this top secret project
during
the Cultural Revolution in China called Red Coast.
Tumultuous time.
Yeah, so you've got this like backdrop of like political upheaval.
Absolutely.
And they're like, hey, let's reach out to aliens.
Yeah, let's try and find some alien life out there.
Yeah.
Send out some signals. Why not?
Yeah. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Famous last words, right?
Famous last words. Because this project has some pretty serious consequences.
It does. I mean, Yu Wenji.
Yeah.
She sees flocks of birds just falling from the sky.
Falling from the sky.
Most likely because of the...
Yeah, all this electromagnetic...
Powerful electromagnetic radiation coming from that antenna, you know?
It's kind of a...
And it's such a powerful reminder that even with good intentions, sometimes scientific exploration...
can have these unintended...
Can have these massive unintended consequences.
Absolutely.
And for Yu Wenji, I mean... This
is a turning point for her.
This is a turning point,
Yeah, this is a turning point.
This is a turning point for her. It fuels this disillusionment with humanity, and it leads her to a decision that changes...
A fateful decision.
Not everything, right.
Yeah.
She picks up a message from...
Yeah, she intercepts a message from the Trisolaran civilization and decides to respond.
And she decides to respond, driven by this.
Yeah, she's like, I'm done with this.
Disillusionment.
Yeah.
And it feels reckless, right?
It does. It feels very reckless.
Especially when you learn
especially when you learn what the Trisolarans are dealing with.
What they're dealing with, yeah.
Which is the three-body problem.
The three-body problem.
Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's just,
Yeah, like a physics...
A physics concept.
Concept, yeah.
But the book takes it so much further, like it uses it to explore the idea of chaos and unpredictability.
Yeah.
Not just in space, but like in our own lives, and the Trisolarans, their home system is this crazy, chaotic 3-star system, and their planet goes through these extreme climate swings, making life a constant struggle.
Oh, for sure, for survival.
They are a desperate people.
Yeah, they are desperate.
They are a desperate civilization.
Yeah, they are.
So they're on their way, but they're not coming.
But they're not coming in guns blazing.
In guns blazing, right.
Not yet.
Not yet. They send these things called sophons.
Sophons.
And they're basically subatomic particles that can mess with our experiments.
They mess with our experiments, they can disrupt our understanding of physics, and they can halt our technological progress.
It's wild. I mean, it makes you think.
Well, it's like, how advanced is that technology?
Right. Oh, so advanced. Right.
That they can manipulate.
Are we even subatomic particles scratching the surface of what's possible?
You know, I mean, we see think about quantum computing, nanotechnology.
Yeah.
Are we just babies?
Yeah, we're just babies.
Compared to the trisolorans.
Yeah, playing with blocks.
Yeah.
And so you've got this threat, but
not everybody's taking it seriously.
Not everybody is taking it seriously. Yeah. And that's where this really...
That's where the three-body game comes in.
Fascinating thing comes in, yeah.
This virtual reality game.
The three-body game.
That allows people to experience the harsh reality of the Trisolaran civilization.
With this civilization, yeah.
So you have to deal with these 3 sun cycles. You have to struggle for resources.
You're fighting for survival.
Yeah, you're constantly fighting for survival.
It's like a real-world simulation experience of
what they're going through.
Yeah, and I think it's a brilliant way to build empathy.
Oh,
in the Trisolarans to understand
why they're doing
this. Yeah,
why they're so desperate.
You understand why they're desperate.
Yeah,
but it's also a wake-up call, right?
It is.
Like, hey, humans, are you ready for this?
Are you ready?
Because it's coming.
It's coming.
And that sense of urgency is really what leads to the creation of
the Wallfacer Project.
The Wallfacer Project.
This is where they choose 4 individuals and give them almost unlimited resources.
Yeah, unlimited resources.
And authority to come up with plans to defend against the Trisolarans.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
all right, you guys, we're screwed.
It's a Hail Mary, right?
Figure this out.
A last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because...
It's a gamble. You know?
It's a gamble, but they have to work...
It's total secrecy.
Total secrecy.
Yeah.
So their actions often, they look crazy.
Look irrational. They look...
Unpredictable, yeah.
Unpredictable, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this giant game of chess.
It is. It's like high-stakes chess.
Being played.
Yeah.
But the fate of humanity...
What the fate of humanity...
is at stake.
Hanging in the balance.
And it really poses the question, what lengths would we go to?
Would we be willing to
survive?
Would we be willing to sacrifice?
Transparency.
Trust.
Trust even our values.
Our own values.
To survive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really makes you think about human nature.
It does. It gets to the heart of it.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back after this break.
Yeah, it really does make you think about what we would do.
It really does. And these Wallfacers are a fascinating bunch.
They are a fascinating bunch.
You know, you've got one of them, Luo Ji, and he just seems to
he seems to just give up, doesn't he?
Give up. He's just living his best life.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Enjoying himself, pursuing love,
Yeah, wine, women, and song, that's all he cares about.
Yeah, he's totally disregarding this threat.
But see, that's the brilliance of his strategy.
Oh, okay. Explain this.
He's tapping into this idea called the dark forest theory.
Okay, the dark forest theory. I've heard of this.
Which basically says the universe is this, scary, dangerous place.
Right.
And any civilization that reveals itself risks being destroyed.
Oh, so it's keep your head down.
Yeah, keep your head down. Don't make any noise.
Don't draw attention to yourself.
Don't draw attention to yourself because there are predators out there.
Oh, so it's like a cosmic game of hide and seek.
Exactly.
Except the stakes are...
The stakes are huge.
A little bit higher, right.
Yeah, the stakes are the survival of your entire species.
Right, so he's basically saying hey, if we act weak...
If we act non-threatening...
Maybe they won't see us as a threat.
Maybe we'll just blend in.
And it really does, that idea...
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. It makes you think about how...
how are we presenting ourselves to the cosmos?
We're presenting ourselves.
Are we just shouting out our existence? Right. Or are we trying to be a little more subtle?
Are we trying to be stealthy about it?
Yeah, are we trying to be stealthy?
And I feel like that has... I feel like
it has implications for
as we're searching,
collectively searching for
alien life,
for other life out there.
Yeah, what if we're just spitting out a giant beacon,
a cosmic dinner bell,
yeah, come and get us,
we're delicious.
Right. And speaking of come and get us,
the Trisolarans, they do eventually make their presence known.
They do,
and in a pretty dramatic fashion, they send a probe.
Yeah, the droplet.
And
this perfully smooth, reflective...
destroys the human fleet.
Objects.
Looks like it's nothing.
It just slices through them like butter. Yeah, and it's a chilling...
It's a chilling moment.
Right?
Yeah. Because it shows you just how...
Because it shows you the difference.
Outmatched. We're...
Technologically.
Between us.
Yeah, we are way behind. And it's just
And it makes you feel...
what are we going to do?
Vulnerable.
Yeah, we're completely vulnerable.
Like, we're completely outmatched.
Yeah.
And so it's this moment of utter defeat.
It is. It's a moment of defeat.
And you have some people who are...
Some people are like, all right, let's get out of here.
Fleeing, trying to escape.
Let's find somewhere else to go.
Seeking refuge in space.
Yeah.
But then you've got...
And then you've got Luo Ji. Who sees this as an opportunity.
He's still strategizing.
Yeah. He's like, all right, they're playing a long game.
He's playing 4D chess.
Yeah.
And he knows about the dark forest.
He understands the dark forest.
So what does he do?
He realizes the only way to deter them is to threaten them.
Okay. Threaten them with what?
With exposure. Okay.
He threatens to broadcast the location of their planet.
Oh, to the whole universe.
To the whole universe.
So he's basically saying...
He's saying, hey, if you come after us...
If you come after us...
Everyone's going to know where you are.
Everyone's going to know where you are.
And you're going to be the target.
And you're going to be the next target.
Yeah, you're going to be the next Trace Lawrence, basically.
And it's a bold move.
It's a bold move. It's a gamble.
It's a gamble, right?
Yeah, he's basically playing cosmic chicken.
Cosmic chicken.
With the fate of two civilizations hanging in the balance.
And that's what I love about this book.
Yeah, it goes beyond the typical alien invasion story.
It does. It's like...
It's got this layer of...
It's thinking about strategy. It's thinking about...
Diplomacy.
Interstellar diplomacy.
Ethics. The psychology of facing this kind of threat.
Right. I mean, what would we do?
What would we do?
What choices would we make?
Would we fight? Would we hide?
Would we sacrifice everything we know?
Would we sacrifice our values?
And it doesn't give you easy answers.
It really doesn't. It leaves you with more questions than answers.
It leaves you questioning everything.
It makes you think.
It makes you think about what it means to be human.
What it means to be human.
On a cosmic scale.
On a cosmic scale, yeah.
I think that's one of the things that makes this book
powerful.
So powerful.
And
we'll be right back.
After this break.
It really makes you think about, our place in the universe.
It does. It's humbling, isn't it?
It is.
To think that, humanity, with all of our, achievements and everything,
right.
We might just be a tiny little speck.
Yeah, we could be totally insignificant.
In this vast universe.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so cool about the three-body problem.
I think so, too.
It forces you to step outside of just this human-centered view.
Right.
And consider... what if there's other intelligent life out there?
What if they have completely different values? Different values, different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
Different everything.
It challenges your idea of what intelligence even means.
Oh, yeah?
The Trisolurans, with their technology and their kind of ruthlessness.
Right.
They might seem alien to us, but are they really that different from,
From us.
From humans throughout history,
Yeah.
We've had conflicts. We've exploited resources.
I mean, it makes you wonder,
It makes you wonder, what would first contact really be like?
Real first contact look like?
Yeah. Would it be peaceful? Would it be hostile?
Right. And could we even
understand each
other? Able
other?
to communicate?
Yeah.
I think that's a big...
It's a huge question mark.
Question mark, right.
And the book doesn't really give you an answer.
No. It portrays it as messy. It portrays it as complex.
Yeah.
Potentially dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
And it highlights the need for understanding empathy.
Empathy.
A little bit of humility.
Yeah.
Humility.
As we go out there.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of going out there, remember that whole thing?
And what about those humans trying to flee?
Humans trying to escape.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Trying to get off of Earth.
Yeah.
And it just shows you, that deep desire.
Yeah, we want to explore, but we also want to survive.
Survive, yeah.
We're hardwired for it.
It's that resilience of humanity.
Yeah.
That even when things are really bad.
Yeah, we don't give up.
We're not giving.
We don't give up easily.
And it makes you think about, what would...
Yeah, what would the future of humanity even look like?
The future look like, right.
If we had to adapt to living among the stars.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like...
It is. It's like a cautionary tale.
A cautionary tale.
Hey, be careful out there.
Think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's not all.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom, right.
But there's still a little bit of hope.
There's still hope, yeah.
Maybe we can figure this out.
Maybe we can. Maybe there's a way for...
Maybe we can coexist with the Trisolurans.
For everyone to coexist.
Who knows?
But the ending's not really, a happy...
Well, it's very open-ended.
It's open-ended. You're kind of just left...
It leaves you with a sense of unease.
Uneasy, yeah.
Yeah, the threat's still out there.
Still there, yeah.
But humanity's proven that it can
It can.
Really innovative. It can think strategically.
Survive.
It can survive.
But I think that's what
I love about this book.
I love about this book, too.
It makes you think. It challenges your assumptions.
It's thought-provoking.
It's a real mind bender.
And it stays with you.
It does.
Even after you're done reading.
It sticks with you.
So thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, this was fun.
Into the three-body problem, and we hope
you enjoyed it.
You enjoyed exploring these really complex...
Yeah, they're big ideas.
Big ideas. And, you know, if you're intrigued... Made you curious.
Yeah, definitely check out the full book.
Definitely check out the full book.
There's so much more to explore.
There's so much more to it. And,
yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.